right now, you know, once this video starts, is to share it and let everybody know we're here. Because the conversation is not just we, it's everybody who want to be inside. And if you want this to be a real good video tonight, let me bring in the numbers. Spread the word, let everybody know we're here, and let's get inside, yeah? I like that song because I needed the energy. Your boy exhausted, boy, I can't lie now. This progressive empowerment party, I don't get a weekend off anymore. Saturday's meetings, Sunday we was in Grandy. That by the time we done, I reach home after 12. They not gave me a let up this morning on the radio. A UNC activist just called me and said, partner, you're stopping, boy. You're stopping. What vitamin you're taking? I tell him vitamin T and T. We ain't stopping till we win this. But I named this video Zessers, Wetmen. What is it? Zessers, Wetmen and Pocket Squares. And it's for your boy Faris. It's for your boy Faris, who just stopping from saying this law is for black people. And I want to laugh at black people who put the PNM in government to come and bust up their throat. No, I'm not saying. I ain't saying him, eh? I ain't saying that they don't have criminals among those ranks with their gold chains. But I say, unlike Faris Al-Rawi, I believe in due process. And the same way I can't go and lock up Mona Nahus and she father for 1 and 3 Alexandra Street until we get an actual investigation and a trial. It's the same way I do not agree with Faris's approach. But it is like the government fat police approach. What's a fat police approach, Philip? Is you don't want to stop, you don't have the resources and the ability to stop everybody from speeding. So you want to stop one man and light him on fire and give him $10,000 in charges. So, but Mr. Zesser, man, the original Zesser is Faris. And I vex with Faris a little bit, I'll tell you. I drive in to go Grandy meeting. And you know your boy, I see an arrow that says shortcut, so I go in. I go in one time because shortcut is, well, I'm taking a shortcut. So I turn in the shortcut off what I assumed was Wallerfield. And so I go in and I drive in. But I find in, if I had gone Eastern Main Road down Valencia stretch, I'd have reached. I find in, but wait now. This shortcut is a long cut, boy. Inside of there, and I run out of things that I recognize. So I properly well lost. And the road curvy and nice. So I come around this bend and I see this East Indian family, elderly people, elderly couple, and what I assume is the daughter, the daughter-in-law, with the gate open and they come in the car, they car in the road. So I pull over and I just pull over and say, I'm going Grandy, am I on the correct road? And the gentleman said, yes, you are, just keep going. But wait, is you? Now I get accustomed to getting recognized now because it be the videos and everything. Is you? He said, Mildred, come, Mildred, come. She come running outside, poor Mildred, running as fast as she could with her. She's a very aged woman. And he said, come, we're taking a picture with Faris today. Now tell me that is nothing for me to get vexed. Eh? Anyway, I know because somebody tell me about my Zesser glasses, I should have donated to Uncle. And Mr. Faris, you, the original Zesser man, you, Mr. Pocket Square, you are the last one to be casting aspersions to people explain their wealth. I remember Magistrate Ian Sukaran used to drive a Porsche 928S. You know what that is? That was probably the most expensive car in Trinidad during the recession. Not even Tony Sabga had a Porsche 928S with black and white checkered seats. This is Magistrate Ian Sukaran. I used to line with his wife, daughter, Lisa Hensel, who went on to become the secretary for the Congress of the People. So we used to be by the house in Goodwood Gardens, and my boy would pull up in this very expensive car. I used to tell myself, I want to grow up to be a magistrate. I was a little boy. I want to grow up to be a magistrate. Magistrates make a lot of money. Magistrate Ian Sukaran. Faris, what is Magistrate Ian Sukaran to your previous incarnation as Johnny Sukaran? What is he to your mother, Diane Sukaran of PNM fame? Forget that. Faris, your wife and she family, where do you get the money from? Where the money from? You want to go and tell Gold Teeth and Gold Chain where you get all their money from. But where now who's getting money from? Now who's own buildings, plural. When Wade Mark asks about the man who owned 256 billion in town, who 30 years ago didn't have a pot to piss in. Eh? But it's not just you. Kamlan, she contractor, who buy $200 million penthouse in Shorelands from PN. These fellas, you know, the more you talk about it, the sicker you just get it. Look, this whole PNM cancer, everything they're doing, every move they make, every piece of news, I hearing this nasty man Keith Rowley talking about, putting out posts about racist. Racist? What more racist than the PNM? What more racist than Eric Williams calling every Indian person in Tobago a recalcitrant minority? That's where the ball starts. That's where it starts from. Granny Kia want to kill Kamala. And Amory Brown and Rowley and them run down quick to defend she. Daryl Duku is the boy. Daryl Duku cussing Kuli people and they rewarding him for that. This Keith Rowley that refer to little black children outside Bokorapo Secondary as hyenas, wild hyenas from African jungle, he had the moral authority to talk about anybody. Come now, man. Come on. The media playing with you. The media that went to town with Wayne Sturge over Wetman. Wayne Sturge used the comment Wetman 3 years ago to refer to fellas of unexplained wealth. Faris could call them Zessers in the parliament and nobody take it on. Come on, it's a double standard. It's a double standard now. Sabga media and massa media getting paid by the government to bullshit you and propagandize this place. And with all of that, with all the hundreds of millions and billions and corruption money, the PNM dying. It dead in. It going and shrink down to the handful of Syrians that have Rowley on a leash. It dead in. There have a couple black people outside there still ain't get the wake-up call. Still think PNM is for them. PNM is for them. But wait till somebody come and knock on the gate and say, explain your mailbox. Explain that water tank in your yard, where you get it from. They had a joke during the coup attempt. After the coup, Trinidad had a curfew for a while. And they had this joke about police officers passing a fella in St. James at 5:45 and stop the car and start to beat the man. But the man said, the other police officer said, but he ain't break curfew. He have 15 minutes to go. The first officer said, I know where he living. He ain't making it home in time. He ain't legs from now. That is how they gonna move. When they want to terrorize your ass. When they want to terrorize your ass. But I want to tell Faris something. Go and talk to Kamala. Go and talk to Manning. Go and talk to Gary Hunt. Find Anil Roberts. Listen. When all they up there, all they just feel like all they're farting through silk. And I ain't no problem. I don't fart away, bro. I scream. No problem. But you must come back down. What does Ansel Roger tell Kamala? Birds fly high, but come down to earth to die. That is what Ansel Roger told our then Prime Minister. I was there. I was on that stage. I was on that platform. I was the next speaker. That was Section 34. That Rowley promised. He promised to go to the end of the earth to get to the bottom. Who get the bottom? Trinidad and Tobago. What working in this country? What working? While all you're playing and pretending and thinking, the last handful of y'all, because NACTA, and if NACTA tell you it's 50%, it's worse. If NACTA, somebody tell me today, Philip, I don't think you understand what NACTA tell them, you know. Because for Newsday, which is a PNM party group organ, the owner of Newsday was an appointed PNM alderman for Diego Martin West, a fellow by the name of Steve Castani, whose M&M Insurance Brokers benefits from a lot of state contracts. I hear some of it down on the docks. I know for sure. But I'm telling you this, for his newspaper to write 50%, somebody tell me it worse than that. It worse. People cuss not to call us. People tell them, PN what? UN what? Come now, man. Come now. The country is a shithole. They have nobody in this country. No doctor, no lawyer, no... What is rich man, poor man, beggar man, thief, doctor, lawyer, Indian chief? They have one of them who still think PNM and the UNC have a value. Not one. Not the KFC packer and the Subway sandwich artist. Not the baton twirler for amalgamated security. Not a single person in this country, with the exception of the contract mafia who gorging. Nobody else think the PNM is a value or that the UNC is an option, and everybody watching Progressive Empowerment Party, because Carolyn Sipasad Bechan jump out herself and the news run and give her some coverage and nobody take it on. Nobody took it on. The Congress of the People is like, you watch those medical shows? Claire! Jerry Hardy throwing some money in there. Claire! Nothing. Bring Mariano Brown, man. Claire! Nothing. Congress of the People dead. Jerry Hardy, you can't get no more puppet party. Pat down, brother. Pat all the way down. They have no more bullshit in Trinidad and Tobago. Keep your foreshore freeway beacon insurance money in your pocket. Don't spend it on COP. And don't call Philip Alexander to say, oh, God fell. You know his partner's long time. Hold on something for the partner. We reach here without you, partner. We will finish the race without you. On the other side of the election, we'll talk. We're talking now. I want all of you to know that the Congress of the People that get UNC and PNM money, if you think that those two cancerous, corrupt organizations are different from each other, explain to me how the Congress of the People get in China. You see, they try to the pact, they get their money. Come on, man, Peter George. Go and form a party, na man, Peter George. Peter George Jr. didn't know Peter George Sr. was going and talk a crocus bag of ass to Anthony Bourdain and tell him, we are the 5,000. We is a minority, we Syrians. We is a minority, but we are the most powerful. And he said it like his cock was hard in his pants. We is the most powerful. I apologize to those who's calling to me and tell me, the children watching me, no time, no matter what time this is politics. This is supposed to be a grown-up thing. But that's how Peter George Sr. said. We're the most powerful. And he pegged the ball over to Mario Sabga. I am the Starbucks of the Caribbean. I built a store a month for 10 years and nobody asked me how. Syrians in Trinidad and Tobago. PNM. UNC. We in a very bad spiral right now. Nobody interested in what they have to say anymore. Nobody interested. When Lindsay Gillette, fat on public funds, fat, let the Gillette group, fat. Your children can't move. First you're following them out with public money. Ada Aboud Polony. I hear Ada Aboud Polony sell a property in Shorelines to Vasant Bharat for big millions. The Ada Aboud Polony that's lying with Rowley. She just called Kitos she boy. Like me boy. Like me ride or die. Kitos. Them, Gillette and Polony, pockets fat and frightened. And a bella gate. Keep Faris Zessers out of the neighborhood. Keep Faris Wetmen out of the neighborhood. This is for them. This is for pocket square people. And if you watch, because I have to, when I'm doing articles, I have to go and research and get pictures of these people to put on the thing. And I have noticed a trend. Now, I don't know if it's filters. I don't know if it is lighting. Or if Faris bleaching himself. But the Indian boy, Sukaran, that I know, Faris Arawi, Johnny Sukaran, getting whiter as the days go by. Whiter. And I want Trinbagonians to listen to the words coming out these nasty people's mouth. Faris going in the parliament to call all your Zessers, like Peter George and Mario Sabga Aboud, could put them in office, like Peter George's son, Peter George Jr., who they give money to form pact, them could win anything in this country. Give COP money to come at the Progressive Empowerment Party because they're realizing that Trinidad and Tobago want one thing. A real government with real leadership. Lyndon Mack, I hear you calling up my name, brother. I hear you calling up my name, Lyndon Mack. You're talking about Pepper Rich Tobago yet. Lyndon Mack, Tobago is a slave plantation. Lyndon Mack, I ain't coming to Tobago to play jam toti with you. When I come to Tobago, it's to put on roots for Tobagonians. And I'm making sure I come in there strong. So if Tobagonians tell me when I touch down, the whole place shell down, we go walk. And if they tell me, we don't want you, Philip, we happy working as part of a slave plantation, I out of dodge. Because I have no time with bullshit. And I understand that the vast majority of Tobagonians shackled by their feet to the THA because the children meal, 67% of them coming from central PNM government to THA to feed them. And if you ain't towing PNM party line, it's salt and hunger for you. So Lyndon Mack, when you and your little friends talking about when Philip Alexander come in Tobago, wait. Because we have a mission and we have a plan. And you know, because you watch these videos and you hear when we announce that we are going to be opening Tumpuna Road Arima on the 22nd of June. 4 weeks from that, we're in Chase Village, Caroni. And then we come in Tobago. And when we come to Tobago, we come in serious. We come in to put down roots. We come in to tell Tobago that the Progressive Empowerment Party, if you vote it into office, will shut down and abolish the THA. Now, if you don't want that, hold on to that. But we will shut down and abolish the THA. Our second law on our legislative agenda is a referendum. And every Tobagonian born in Tobago will have a chance to vote on a referendum if you all want to remain part of the unitary state of Trinidad and Tobago or leave. Because it is time Tobago made a big grown-up decision. And let us stop the bullshit now. If Tobago is to become a full partner in the Trinidad and Tobago that we continue to refer to ourselves as the Progressive Empowerment Party says, the government must subsidize. It must take steps to ensure that a brick, a block, and a banana is the same price in Tobago as it is in Trinidad. That you're supposed to be able to flag down a ferry the same way as flag down a maxi. And we will make that so. You see, the Progressive Empowerment Party not coming to thief like the PNM. We are looking like for the cabo stand, the forehand massage, and what's the name of the Jamet boat they just buy, and the rent that's supposed to sink before it launch. I'm telling all they be careful with this PNM government. They may care about all them, all the children, you know. The only time to go on that boat is if you see Rowley or Faris on that boat. If ever Rowley and Faris on the boat, go on the boat. Because if it's sinking, they will respond. They might respond. Somebody want to know who we beating, which Good Friday bubbly we beating. We beating the Zessers man. We beating he. We beating he for sure. Faris, Johnny Sukaran, Al-Rawi. Your Republican Guard behavior is repulsive. What your daddy learned from Saddam Hussein, that you come in to try and restrict the civil liberties and human rights of the people of this country, is reprehensible. I detest you, sir. I detest you. I think you are everything that is bad about politics. You are like shit wrapped up in plastic, designed to look like something presentable. Your pocket squares and expensive suits don't hide the nasty, deceitful man that you are. Faris Johnny Sukaran Al-Rawi. That is my position. That's mine. Yeah. Lyndon Mack, now this video is not about you, but you cannot invite me to Tobago until you say publicly that you are a member of the Progressive Empowerment Party and that you support it. I don't take chain up, you know, partner. You ain't the first and you certainly ain't gonna be the last trying to come and lead me along by my nose. If you want to be a part of the Progressive Empowerment Party, Shari Wilson is the party organizer. Sean Sunarine will sign you up as a member. Felicia Holder as chairman will organize with you to establish an office in Tobago for the Progressive Empowerment Party. We're not doing it small. We're not in this for slight. We went yesterday and stand up in Sangre Grande. In Sangre Grande, a constituency rich, a community pregnant with Trinidad and Tobago history. And we stand up in a community center that literally fallen apart. That the people have to go downstairs under the building in dirt to use a toilet. The wood on the eave rotten and falling off. The bulbs outside broken and hanging with jet nest and bird nest. The place inside, water from the little bit of plumbing they have, flooding the whole place. Sangre Grande, hold that. That's what I tell all you. That is your community center. That is the respect that you have for the people. Yeah. That is the respect that you have. PNM, UNC, UNC, PNM, PNM, UNC, UNC, PNM. Come on, man. That is the respect you have for Sangre Grande people, a country that earned and spent $3 trillion. That is the respect you have for them. Come on. Come on, you'll have to be mad. You'll have to be mad. And I don't know what it is that was done to the people of this country that have them so sedate. I don't know if only putting something in the water. I don't know. But the people numb. You're abusing them, you're kicking them up all in the head, you're doing them wickedness. I mean, this nasty, stinking Iraqi dictator stand up in the parliament and call black people Charan Zessers and say you want to go and take the gold teeth out of the mouth and all them good boy mammy that all you like to disrespect. Faris take it into the parliament. Eh? And we okay with that? We okay with that? We vex. We vex because this mad ass Nalini. But you know what I want to say? People, be careful. Because we don't know until, and I want to go to the address that they have in that audio clip and ring the doorbell and ask for Nalini. I want to make sure it's real. I want to make sure because watch me, when Rodal Modilal trip and fall and butty head with the Keith Rowley and the girl that make a child for he got Noel. Because they try to create a legend, but Faris and them create their own legend and the woman come and say no, it was consensual and all that bullshit. This country, where we at now, Navin Lachman asked me, what you really trying to say? But now, if this is the first time you turn on a video here, listen to what I'm trying to say. I visited Parliament Chamber, witness an orchestra, a bang, bang, bang. Only the politicians rated their performance and style, talent and endurance. Bang, bang, bang of parliamentarians. Politics that encourage hate, making good folks discriminate. Bridges replaced by gates, nurturing racism, tribalism. Nalini. Only hear that video? Only hear that audio clip? Only hear that audio clip? Amplia should close down. Amplia should close down. Because if Amplia and B-Mobile didn't officially leak that, then your business not secure. And you have no business doing any business with B-Mobile or Amplia because your business could end up in the street tomorrow. They could sell your name, your address, and your phone number to kidnappers and bandits because it can't be so easy. Nalini. He ain't recorded, you know. He wasn't recording it. They were recording it. Your call will be monitored and recorded to make sure that the service is professional. But not for the PNM to use. Not for the PNM to use. No, I'm not defending her. It was reprehensible. It was disgusting. It was reprehensible. I can't find a stronger word. She mad. If it real, she mad. If it real, and she living in Trinidad and Tobago, if she from here and she not a Guyanese that stray away in the flood, if she born and grow up in a country, multi-ethnic and plural, and that she way of thinking, I think we need to sponsor her psychological intervention. But why did B-Mobile think it right and reasonable to release her personal information to the public? How did B-Mobile and Massey Amplia end up? All you pay attention, boycott Massey. Boycott everything named Massey, and they make it easy for us now. Because before, all they did know Cannings and Hilo and so, all of that was Massey. Now they put their name on everything. So it's easy to boycott them and bring them to their knees. Because you see, your money is what keeps them standing up. If for 1 week, Hilo food stores, Massey stores, those sell a single bottle of Blue Waters water, they shut down. And they take Republic and Royal Bank with them. Because that's how finance and the economy works. The most powerful people is not Mario Sabga Abood and Peter George Sr. We are few, but we are the most powerful. Miss me with your friggin' stunting bullshit, Peter George, with your little gambling casino on Arapita Avenue. How that make you the most powerful man in the country? Somebody's supposed to ask a question. Somebody, but you see, black people in this country afraid white skin. They're afraid it. They will never ask you the questions I ask him. All the talk, they just talk on Facebook. But I ask him. I asked Mario Sabga Abood. You open a store a month for 10 years. Partner. In Trinidad and Tobago. Where catch ass is a sport. Where catch ass is a sport. You open 126 stores in 10 years. One a month. How you do that? I want to know. I want to know, and I don't want UNC to help me, because UNC Jerlyn John give you premium space in Piarco Airport when she was working for Ish and Steve running Piarco Pride. So that when the UNC lost the election, she come and work for you, Mario Sabga Abood, as your CEO. I want it from UNC, and I want it from PNM. I want it from you. I want it from you. The most powerful people in this country are the consumers and the laborers. You are already laboring for ridiculous wages. Learn to sacrifice. There was a time Indian people in this country, Tate and Lyle, used to pay them in split peas, flour, and rum. That's how we end up with kachori and palori and doubles and baigani. And all this shit that they sell is because you had to go in the garden and pull up leaves and mix it with split peas and flour and fry it in some oil and pretend it's 6 different things you're eating with some mango chutney. Watch now, you had to give them props, you know. You had to give the Indian community in Trinidad and Tobago the props, because they survived that. They survived all of that and make it a style and a fashion. Now the whole country fighting who invent doubles. Now look how the stone the builder reject come to be Trinidad's street food, earning $5 for one. And people talking about going into a career in the doubles industry, because now if you could sell 1,000 doubles a week, like 5,000 doubles. 1,000 doubles a week is $200 a day, you know. I used to have a fellow work with me, he alone could eat 200 doubles. Look how it become. Look how it become. Look how the stone the builders reject become Trinidad's premier street food. Doubles. Doubles. We could sacrifice. We could sacrifice now. We don't know how to water. They can't give me less water. What are they going to do? Come and take the water we have? We have no water. The road is shit. What are they going to do? Dig it up more? We can walk. It is time for Trinbagonians to say, see this shit? It's done. Enough. Enough with the bullshit. Enough with the lies. Enough for the stunting lawyers and the deviant businessmen and the corrupt and nasty politicians. Enough for the contract mafia. Enough. Bring them to their knees. Bring them to their knees. If Massey can't apologize and fire everybody responsible for releasing that woman video, bring them to their knees. People tell me, how come you never call for a boycott for Sabga and Sabga boycotting you? I say, because you're seeing it yourself. I'm not supposed to call for a boycott. If Sabga media use your public airwaves against you and break 3 of your civil rights enshrined in the Constitution, and you still spending your money by Sabga, you like Massa to beat you. You like it. You like it. You want to say, come na man, Massa, you're not putting your back in it. You must come from here and hit me na man. I must say, when it lash, the toes must curl. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying when they go in the store and you see they don't care about you. They don't care about your future. They don't care about your children. They don't care what happened to you. People calling me on the radio, they're telling me, be less aggressive. In this country, we're talking about Notre Dame burning down. God, that is a damnable shame. That is a beautiful icon. 99% of the people in this country will only ever see Notre Dame on a postcard and on a picture on social media, but our country, Camelot, burning to the ground. That is the only fire that have my attention. That is the only fire that have my attention. The reality of the situation is it cannot change until we change it. And you know when you know your power? You see, this is what the rest of the world know. All of you all who want to go and live in first world nation because it's working. You know why it's working? Because the people don't take shit from the government. Mario Sabga Aboud could not get away with that in the States. They'll bring him to his knees. They'll bring him to his knees. You know how companies just disappear? All of a sudden, a man make a racist joke and his whole pizza empire collapse. 900 stores because the whole country stay away. And after the first day, the bank calling. The second day, the bank crying. The third day, the bank selling his debt. The third day. And that's the truth. I used to spend big money in Massey stores. Big money. Now and then, I will run in, bunch of bananas, pack of gum. But my money, Massey can't get my business again. Massey can't get it again. And Sabga, they have no beer Sabga selling that I think is a real beer. Personally, I think Caribbean Stag is 2 different flavors of hospice. But because they've closed the country off to you not being able to see, if you was paying the same $10 for the Bats Brew or any of the other good beers in the world, Molson, you will Corona, you will never buy a Caribou as that. But they isolate you, and Stockholm Syndrome have you thinking, give me an ice cold hospice, please. Because they're not real beer. That's a microbrew beer. That was as far as that was supposed to go. So they have nothing Sabga have I want. Nothing. Trust me when I tell you that. When I boycott for good. Bad mind it. You want to do me wrong? Take it back in spades. The entire system doesn't want entrepreneurs. We're telling me. I grew up on street food. I used to do sales. My first job out of school, I was doing sales. And I knew where to stop and get my hops and fried chicken and chow mein. And them little glass and wood box on the side of the road them ladies used to sell. That's what I grew up on, street food. I can tell you. That's why people ask me what the best doubles or the best roti. I eat on the side of the road, this whole country. I know which time I must be dog and lizard and thing. I eat it everywhere. And you will never see me in a KFC. Never. You will never. Christian Moutier can't get my money. You will never see me in a Burger King. I mean, I used to give David Quayle little sales when he had owned Subway. The minute Subway sell, they could never get my money. Never. And I don't have to call for you to boycott. I doing the right thing. I know that. Rituals can't get my money. They have no way, no how. The day that man talk that crocus bag of shit, I don't know what the inside of a Rituals or a Churches or a Pizza Boys look like. Mario Sabga Aboud could take that, wrap it up tight and shove it up his ass. You is the most powerful. Kiss my ass. A man call on the radio today and say, all you're too vexed, all you're cussing. Listen now, he lucky I wasn't there. I want to ask partner, how you not vexed? How you not vexed? You can walk out your house tonight to go and buy something to eat and 2 Venezuelans fall out and you get caught up in the crossfire and your wife taking the grocery money to go buy Clark and Batu to buy a cardboard coffin. The country is in a mess. The country is in an absolute mess and we need to fix it. It's broken by deliberate design. It is time to fix it. And the only way to fix it, change what's going on in that parliament. It is time for leadership and government. Not this madness and this circus. Zessers.
Every day I sit and wonder how this sweet island gets so bitter. Low salary but cost of living gets higher. We inhumane behavior, things don't turn upside down. Smiling faces becomes a frown. Against the law, we now live in fear. People no longer seems to care. My heart is filled with pain and agony. I see a man begging for mercy. They rob him and they shoot up his body. I can't take no more. I pray for me safely. Sweetie auntie, bring it back. Land of the milk and honey, bring it back. Sweet family, the way that it used to be. Like long ago, what was mine was lost too. Bring it back. Peace and harmony, my red, white and black country. Shedding tears has become so natural. Humans behaving more like animals. No respect for values anymore. Even the lawmakers breaking the law. Who can we trust? Tell me who to save. Each day on that take us. Dig new grave. Wailing and bottom is the new bank launcher. New sizes and boxes we mention. Nearly all our soul you're here in the morning. Live horror movie in Tobago now showing. Sweetie auntie,
Live horror movie. Tobago now showing.
sweet family, the way that it used to be, Lord. Like a long ago, what was mine was yours too. Peace and harmony, my red, white and black country. I pleaded with you. through this perilous time, so know with you on board, blessings will flow. TNT will again arise through the sweet, sweet paradise. Bring it back, bring it straight to the day. Bring it back, nothing milk and honey. Bring it back, sweet family, the way that it used to be. Like long ago, what was mine was yours too. Peace and harmony, my red, white and black country. Bring it back, I say. Bring it back, I say. Bring it back, I say. When it take a village to grow a child, and all we do was smile. Bring the country back, I say. When we eat from the same pot, we drink from the same cup. My red, white and black country, when we look up for each other, we were all brothers keepers. My red, white and black country, sweet mama land. My red, white and black country.
Boy, how that boy ain't get a Trinity cross, boy? How that boy ain't get a Trinity cross? How he didn't win? How he didn't win the whole? Let me tell you, man. When Jenny C. Paul Gayadin brought Mandela to the South opening of the Progressive Empowerment Party, and I didn't even hear the song there. I was so busy, I didn't hear the song there. And it's only when somebody sent it to me and I played. Who just sent it to me, boy? I'm trying to remember. I know you're watching. And I play it and I listen because people forever sending me calypso and they hear this one, hear this one. When I listen to this song, the first time I listen to this song, boy, that song just hold my heart. They don't have a wrong turn of phrase. I'm a wordsmith. They don't have a wrong word, out of place, out of time. The lyrical content spot on. The arrangement, the production, I mean, it's like it bordering on a hymn. You hear this section when he make it a prayer and he asks God to turn back the sword. Hold your hand. Come now, man. Come now, man. How come we reward shit? Lenny Sate of Manning forgive a bandit Lenny Sate with money owing to the state for Southland Mall. He get a national award and Bangela ain't get doubles, boy. Come now, man. We live in a cesspool. We have people who have made this blessed island a shithole, and we taking that. Zessers man determines the fate of this country. Faris Stinkin' Dirty Alrawi, aka Johnny Sukaran, he gets to dictate nasty Kid Rowley, groomer man, cat man, pasture man. He gets to dictate this. Come on. Come on. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. When you look at your parliament, are you proud? Be honest. Talk truth. Forget it. Nobody else is hearing you. It's you and me on this video. Look into the screen. I'm not hearing you. You hearing yourself. Is there a single person in the PNM or the UNC that you think above reproach, that you could use as an example to your children of what honesty, decency, integrity, and morality in public affairs mean? Atticus Finch in To Kill a Mockingbird was a man above reproach. That is the model I model my politics after. Read The Prophet by Khalil Gibran. All of them who walking around with the art of war. We're not fighting war. We're looking to wage peace. We need a government in office that understands that the people at the bottom need to be emancipated. They've never been free. Mova, Beetham, Laventon, and Sealots have never known freedom. Those people have known suffering and have endured the worst kinds of hateful politics. This is a country where 41 parliamentarians listening to Zesserman talk his crocus bag of ass, while in this nation, Herbert Volney and Kamla Prasad Zessers write a law to free Ish and Steve. Come and fool you and tell you it's for the little black children that's inside the jail for weed. The 17,000 of them. That's still there. That's still inside of there. This is a country, this Trinidad and Tobago, have so many. We have a president, a prime minister, opposition leader, more members of parliament and ministers than we need. All kind of office. The police service have a police complaints division, professional services bureau, police complaints authority. That's 3. We have a DPP and a whole judiciary and a jail system that's full of people that if they had pled guilty the moment they were arrested, would have do, and the judge gave them maximum, would have served their time and come out. They're stuck in a system because they're black and they're poor and they have nobody in this country that gives a fly's fart in a hurricane about their condition. Not one elected or appointed office holder raising that issue. If Philip Edward Alexander was in the parliament tomorrow, Akil Chambers' name will be recorded in history. We will find who killed Akil Chambers. That will be the mandate of law enforcement. Bring that person. Bring them. Even if they're dead from AIDS, as somebody say, dig up the stinking coffin and bring it for me. I want the family to get closure. Closure. Put a bounty on Guralal head for Daniel Guerra. Send them to get it. Who killed Amy Anamantudo? Where's that person? Bring that. Bring them to justice. Where's the inheritors of Johnny O'Halloran? We want all the money. Explain your wealth. I'm coming for that. I'm coming for that. And that is what you want in the parliament. That's what you want. People who understand that the education across the road from Fatima is just as important as the education taking place inside it. So if you can't educate the little black children in Mokorapo Junior Secondary, what is the point of you, Keith Rowley and Anthony Garcia? What is the point of you? What? What? What is your purpose? What is your purpose? If you and Terence Dialsing can't take the $5 billion that all you're spending by the contract mafia to buy medications and bandages at 10 and 15 times the price it's supposed to pay. If you can't provide proper public health, what is the point of Terence Dialsing and Keith Rowley? What? 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 If we have Gary outside there locking up murderers, locking up criminals, but the justice system and the courts cannot handle the current caseload, what is to happen with that? When do we deal with that? When the jail busts open? When do we deal with that? When? When? When do we confront and resolve the fact that water in a tropical island that gets drowned by rain 7 months out of the year shouldn't just be a right but a birthright? And if the government of the day can't solve the problem in 6 months, what is the point of them? What? What is your point? What is your purpose? If you do not have a government that understands that the welfare of each and every citizen is the function and reason and purpose for that parliament, for the cabinet, for the government, it is the poor. It is the homeless living under Besson Street car park tonight. That is your work, Rowley. Not Sabka. Not Derek Chin. Not rubbing Michael Abudas. The people who live under Besson Street car park, who body falling apart with AIDS and hunger. That is your work. That is who you apply for the job to serve without fear or favor, malice or ill will. How come you there 4 years now? When Manning had said, when he finished as a prime minister, he going to be a pastor. I tell myself, partner, the day you become anything to do with religion, that will be the last I have to do with religion. Because Satan quoting scripture, I hear about that, but I don't want to see it in person. You are the prime minister, and with the stroke of a pen, you could end the suffering of 3,000 homeless people, and you don't. When Louis Leasing was the mayor and the Jericho project was feeding the homeless in town, Louis Leasing locked them up and we gave him pressure and we was feeding them in town, and Louis Leasing sent to say he will jail us. We tell him, meet us in Woodford Square. And I take my father with me. We will feed the homeless, partner, until you do your job. Until you do your blasted job. For years, the Jericho project, we still have it on Facebook, my daily soup. My daily soup, we used to go downtown and get them a cup of soup. Because that's what we could afford at the time. That's what we could afford. What is the point of these sons of bitches holding big public position, getting fat salary and perks, and the country is a shithole? What is the point of them? You could tell me. I will listen. Tell me. All of you all who want to attack me, tell me what works in Trinidad and Tobago. You want to defend Kamala, and you want to tell me Kamala do less than Manning or chief less or Manning, whatever. But forget comparing Satan and Lucifer. Tell me what Clarence Rambarat. I sit down in the same bank with Clarence. Clarence watch me. 4 eyes make 2. Clarence watch me and look away because he know he can't talk to me again. Clarence said when he was an Express columnist that the next election in 2015 was to see which one of them less worse, the PNM or the UNC, and then he take his bag of money and choose PNM. And he is the Minister of Agriculture 4 years now. And not one thing has changed in this nation to bring us 1 inch closer to food self-sufficiency or to take control of the nation's food supply out of the hands of the contract mafia. Not one thing. That means that Clarence Rambarat, for all his law degree and his professorship and his column that he wrote in the Express for years, for all of that, he's a jackass and he's incompetent, or he's complicit in a corrupt party that is taking money from the 1% so that they could continue to make billions selling you kale and lettuce for $45 that growing in Trinidad for $2 and $3. Same product, same thing. But massy stores selling foreign tomato. The local farmer, them could dead. And you see that have to change. That have to change. It is time that this country reboot itself. It is time we undid and redid the madness of 56 years of PNM and its putrid stepsister, the UNC. It is time, and I don't care what it takes to wake you up. Wake your ass up. Look around. Hit a pothole. Go home thirsty and open your pie. Go and grab a sick child and run in a hospital. Go and see the results of your child. If your child not in a prestige school, go and see what they're doing. Wasting 10 years of their life. Deal with all of that and then come back and tell me. Because if you could still defend the nonsense mismanagement and corruption of Trinidad and Tobago, they have nothing I could do. law called Explain Your Wealth, and he and his family can explain their wealth. Rohan Senanan just sell land that belonged to the state for $100 million. You see, we mad no ass. Today on the radio show, and just as I leave to get these two shit calls, a man called and asked if the P&M financing we partner. We on our third pep market, we had 3 barbecues, 1 curry queue. I mean, we don't stop fundraising. Every month we fundraising. We having a party called Back to the 70s in Catalyst. We already planning the third pep market. We doing a barrel sale. The members from abroad, they send stuff and we sell it constantly. And we always barely breaking even. We always owing Robert Amar for that 104.7 show. We always playing catch up. We always owing rent at headquarters. It's not easy. It's not easy, but we're not going behind no 1% for the dirty money. We want a better country and we're going to fight for it. And if you don't know what's going on and you haven't been paying attention, don't jump in the conversation and play a dirty in my name. Because those who think I'm too aggressive, they ain't see the side of me yet for people like that.
Totally. Stay finger and rescue the country. Put them on with tempo. They happy in pain.
while we on the issue of talking about financing the party, Felicia Holder, the chairman of the party, also heads the finance team and the finance committee. She is ably assisted by a couple people. Satish Ramsaran used to be part of that, but he has moved on to handle the establishment of Pep Media and the Pep Studio, and he's doing an amazing job at that. But the team that is dealing with the finances of the party needs your help. If tonight, while you're watching this video, if anything that I have said resonated with you, if you believe that the Progressive Empowerment Party can make a difference in the political landscape of Trinidad and Tobago, please assist us. If you send us $5 on PayPal, we appreciate it. Every little bit literally helps. We need all the assistance we can get. I have taken 100 tickets of the 1,000 tickets printed for the Back in Times party. So all of you who want a ticket, is $100 a ticket. I have taken personal responsibility for selling 100. All of you who want tickets from me, I'm not referring you out to anybody. Link with me, private message me if you want 2 tickets, 4 tickets, 10. If you're buying the tickets just to make a donation, tell me that, and you can give it away to friends and family. Every little bit helps. Those of you who are fortunate, those of you who are blessed, who have a good life and a chance to help rescue Trinidad and Tobago, if not us, who? If not us, who? That's the question. If not the Progressive Empowerment Party, who do you trust to really undertake the mission to rebuild Trinidad and Tobago? Who? If you search your soul, put aside prejudice and biases, if you weigh one against the other, if you contemplate for a minute a debate between Keith Rowley, Kamala Prasad Zessers, and Philip Edward Alexander, and you realize that that debate will end with the annihilation of the PNM and the UNC. If you see for yourself that there is a chance and there is a glimmer of hope, come on board. Join this party. Join with us. This is a literal family. Look at all the members that's beyond these threads. Look at how they talk. Even the people who left, there were people who were conned and led astray. All of them, all of a sudden they're back. They're back. Those who can't come back yet, pride hurting them. But they know they left for a fool's promise. Only the Progressive Empowerment Party stands firm, stands strong. There is no other political movement in this country. With no money, we've opened 4 offices. 4, we opened the 5th one now. We're going to open the 6th one after, and then we're going to Tobago. There is no other political party in this country that could say it had 100 public meetings in 1 year. We have a public meeting every Saturday at noon at 19 Stanmore Avenue. The reality is, our people in this country have been made a mess of. Those quickest to make jokes about trying to rescue Trinidad and Tobago live some of the hardest lives. Their families at risk. They have nothing to lean on. If the shit hit the fan, there's the fan. When they back reach the wall, they have nothing behind them. And it is then there is no one that's hold their head a ball. You know how much messages I have in my inbox that start with, boy Philip, if I had only known. I didn't know. When I hear you, if I knew, then Wolf reach and it biting them up. And they forget how hard the obstacles they put in my path. But every stone thrown at me has added to the steps that I use to walk on. Trinidad and Tobago needs to be a better country. We all deserve a better nation. If you like and you want a better Trinidad and Tobago, if you've left Trinidad and you're living foreign, but you're missing home and you want bet on us, send us a donation. Send us tonight, right now, PayPal, right now, please. Right now, I would like to raise $10,000 tonight to go towards paying radio show bill. Radio show, because that radio show Monday and Wednesday, a man called in the show this morning and say, if you don't know how popular this show is, go and try to call in when they open the phone lines and see what it is be like. If you want a better Trinidad and Tobago, help us take that message. Robert Amar has given us the opportunity to expand from 2 days a week to 4. But we need money to pay for it. If you would like to help with that, if you would like to contribute towards paying for 1 day, message Felicia Holder or message me. Say, I would like to make a contribution towards your radio show. You could do it in the name of your loved ones, in the name of parents and family who passed on, and we will mention their names live on air and dedicate the show to them. We can dedicate the show to your business, to your family, to a prayer that you want for a better life for this country. If you want a better Trinidad and Tobago, we need your help. Right now, while you're watching this, if you could go to our PayPal and make a donation to the party, we would appreciate it. If you can't find it, message me or message Felicia Holder and we'll make sure you get hooked up. Trinidad and Tobago, the better country that we want to be, we have to do it together. If not us, who? This Saturday coming is Glorious Saturday, and I know that we are not having a public meeting, so we're going to be closed this weekend at Stanmore, but we're going to be having walkabouts all through the communities in the country, north, east, central, and south are bubbling. We're getting ready to open Tampuna Road Arima on the 22nd of June. If you can and you want to assist with that, message me, message Shari Wilson. If you want to be a caretaker, that's about to happen big. If you're in Central and you would like to be a part of that, come on board. The Progressive Empowerment Party is the only political party we launched 2 years, 3 months ago. And from the moment we launched, we've never been dormant. We've never been silent. We didn't come to look to pelt a stone last minute like COP. We've been working in every community since that day we launched. The better nation that you want is on the other side of the decisions that you make. We're here working. We're here working. But it's going to take all of us. It's going to take us being involved. It's going to take us raising funds. It's going to take us making donations. It's going to take us voting. It is going to take us spreading the message. It must be like that. No matter what they do, you give 40,000 Venice ID cards, that must be nothing. The Progressive Empowerment Party must win so convincingly, we squash that too. We must win 800,000 votes. When they counted him, Ramkisu must hang her head in shame for disrespecting this party. We must win by a landslide. They must say never. 976,000 votes. The Progressive Empowerment Party is convincingly the government of Trinidad and Tobago. You want a better Trinidad and Tobago, get on board. Tonight, you can make a difference right now. Make a donation and help us. Yeah? Until tomorrow, stay safe, Trinidad and Tobago.